street performers can be found in every city around the world, and they're often incredibly talented. One morning in Trieste, Italy, a violinist began playing in front of a small shop. Although the musician had captured the attention of a small crowd, he had no idea one of the spectators was actually going to be the one helping him put on a show. Rima Barenci and her family had been strolling through Trieste one sunny morning, looking for a place to eat breakfast, when they came across the talented violinist entertaining a small group of onlookers. Rima in particular appreciated his music. After all, the Palestinian girl was an artist herself, being a professional dancer and choreographer. As Rima watched the musician play, her father began encouraging her to start dancing along. He had seen his daughter perform hundreds of times, and he knew that her movements would complement the music perfectly. At first, Rima was unsure. She didn't want to draw attention away from the musician, and she was also on vacation. She hadn't prepared herself mentally to perform a dance routine. But after enough coaxing from her father, she took a step back and started the show. Rima lifted her arms high into the air and stood on her toes. Her father smiled at what was about to happen on the streets of Trieste. He knew exactly which routine she had just begun, and it was hard for him to contain his excitement. As Rima began her dance, the violinist began to take notice of her movements. He was in awe of how graceful she was, and he began to play louder so she could flow with the melody he was creating. It was almost like an unplanned duet they silently agreed upon. Twisting and turning every which way, Rima now had the attention of other tourists. They all watched in fascination as she gracefully moved around the walkway in front of the musician. She was syncing her movements up perfectly to the sound of the instrument. Rima and the violinist now had an even larger crowd watching them. It seemed like everyone who walked by couldn't help but stop and take notice of this beautiful language that she was speaking with her body and that he was creating with a simple string instrument. It was a delicate dance that had everyone enamored. Suddenly, Rima dropped to the ground. Spectators were hanging on her every movement, and her father could not have been more proud. Was this the end of her incredible performance? No, it was only the beginning. Wow! To have two incredible performers meet on the street by chance and treat everyone to an impromptu show is something you rarely ever see. Watch the video to see Rima's powerful routine in tune to the violinist's melody. You'll be just as touched by it as the people in the crowd.